Ooh, it turns out if you put a blue lion on an English flag and then wave loads of them in a crowd, to my obsessed eyes it looks like a bunch of Faroese flags celebrating winning something. That's a long way off, as the Faroe Islands women's team conceded 40 goals in just 5 games in 2021, although this year they have played 5 and won 3, doing a double over Andorra recently. Anyway, that's a video for another time, but if you do want an introduction to the women's team, may I recommend the excellent video Few Women Strong, which I'll link in the description. Anyway, we here need to focus on Klaksvík and B36 in the third qualifying round of the Europa Conference League. B36 haven't played a league game since July the 1st and had lost 5 of their 6 matches before their European adventure. With patchy league form, this jaunt in Europe has brought a bit of joy to their supporters, seeing wins over Borac Banja Luka and Tre Fiori. B36 went to Viborg in Denmark, knowing that if they won over 2 legs, they'd be rewarded with a tasty trip to London to play West Ham United. Yes, last season's Europa League semi-finalists and famous 1999 Intertoto Cup winners, that West Ham United. So they were up for it. Unfortunately, this news had also reached their opponents, and Bond, Jacob Bond, had a view to kill off B36 hopes by opening the scoring and sending B36 to a 3-0 defeat. Viborg were always going to be the favourites and needed an off night, and unfortunately for B36, they came away with one foot in the next round before they'd even set the other foot in Tórshavn. Klaksvík, meanwhile, were in Kosovo and also ended up conceding 3 goals to Balkani. They found themselves 3-0 down after 50 minutes, but this tie would end up much closer. Step forward Paul Kletskar, the man who scored the goal against Sujecka to get to this round. He scored 2 second-half goals to bring Klaksvík very much back into it, 3-2. The second leg, for some reason, had to be played at Tórsvalla in Tórshavn, despite Klaksvík's ground being able to host the previous rounds. But anyway, they did bring the atmosphere with them, as Mads Mikkelsen fired Klaksvík into a 1-0 lead to tie the tie. Krasniqi then put the Kosovans back in front overall, and in the last minute of normal time, Patrick da Silva picked a great time to score his first goal for Klaksvík. Nothing came from extra time, so 4-4 overall it finished, and the dreaded penalties were required. And penalties, well, the penalties. And it was heartbreak for Klaksvík as they missed 2 of them. Like HB against Newtown, it took penalty kicks to send our brave boys packing. B36 unfortunately couldn't turn around that 3-0 deficit, and that dream trip to London evaporated like the River Thames is currently doing. They did get a goal to celebrate from Mikhail Pushbowski, but conceded another 2 to head out of the Conference League after 6 games. But an exciting journey for B36, and one they'll look to do again next summer. So that's sort of it for Faroese sides in Europe for another season. Our 4 fighters came up against teams from Wales, Denmark, Norway, San Marino, Gibraltar, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, Kosovo and Slovakia. Some memorable wins, some terrific runs, and it'll all help the Faroese coefficient. But for another year, this is where our European road trip ends. Gibraltar got a club into the group stage last season, and Liechtenstein's Vaduz are only 1 round away this year. When's it our turn? Well anyway, it's progress, and one day we'll get there. Well done to all the Faroese clubs for their efforts, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.